everyone. It's Liz from the Barletta team at Ligris, and I am so happy to have Annalie and Ricky with me again to chat this time about sort of what the market is doing. September is now here, summer is over, kiddos are back at school, and what are we seeing? Or also kind of looking back on what's kind of transpired in the last couple of months. So I don't know if y'all want to kind of kick it off with kind of what have you seen with some status, what's going on with you both and your team, and kind of take it from there.
Yeah, Ricky. Well, thank you for having us again, and it's so great to be back on board. It's been a while, so excited to be here. Ricky, I have you start.
Sure. Hello, everybody. Annalie and Lise, how you doing?
Good.
I hope you guys
Good.
enjoying the summer. So what we have seen, it's a big change in the market. I can tell you that much. As in the listing side, prospecting for us has been a little rocky, shaky. It's a little tough because apparently the last few listings that we got in, it's taken us a little longer than usual. And it's not because we don't have the activity. People come into the open houses, but everybody has a different expectation, I believe. Apparently, they waiting for something to change. How big a change is going to be, we don't know, but property sitting a little longer. We have activity, people looking at it. We do private showings, open houses, and we're still not getting the offer we're looking for. Even if we get an offer, it's not where the sellers are looking for.
Yeah.
So that's what I see so far. I don't
Yeah.
know what do
I
you
feel like
have here?
I'm hearing that a lot, I think, from especially my list agents that, you know, well, on both sides, on the listing side, where, things are just, I think we also very, I don't want to say spoiled, but we're very fortunate in that, this market has not really seen, what other areas of the country are seeing in terms of days on market. Like it's usually been pretty, short. Like something comes on, it's off in a couple of weeks. Where you see like maybe 30 days in other parts of the country is like nothing. And to us, it feels like, oh my gosh, it's been on the market so long. But in reality, it's, comparing it with other places, it's not that bad. So I think part of it is, the expectation of how, the market has just been so fast in the past couple of years, and it's kind of just adjusting to maybe what's more quote unquote normal. And then maybe from the buying side, I feel like some people are out there, waiting for this thing. Like you said, Ricky, like what are they? We don't know. Are they waiting for the, rates to kind of adjust a little bit and hopefully go down? Are they waiting for this, perfect property that, may not come? Like what is it going to take to get them to make that choice or decision?
Yeah. I mean, I think that the big difference that we've noticed for sure is people are so used to the last couple of years, right?
Mm-hmm.
What the market had been doing. Not realizing that right now it is really the strategy is to price it right.
Right.
Sellers have a hard time adjusting to that. Buyers are not rushing anymore. Buyers are not, hey, if I don't get to that open house, it's okay. We wait. Something else will come on the market next week. So we have a lot more inventory than we are used to seeing. And I think that's the big difference. That's what throws us off a lot, where we're used to having, if you don't jump on this house tomorrow, you're
Gone.
going to wait 2 more months.
Yeah.
Buyers go, you know what? The rates are higher. You know what? It's okay if we lose this house because something else will be on next week. And they are not throwing themselves out there anymore to jump on the houses.
Yeah.
And they are taking longer to decide.
Yeah.
Right? With the last few years, we've been so used to people have been like, I don't care if I don't do an inspection. I don't care if I see it. I just want it. And now they're like, actually, no, we care about all of these things. So we are going to take our time.
To
That's what we
see,
think. We have how people coming looking at houses 3, 4 times before making an offer now.
isn't it
Yeah,
incredible? Whereas
yeah,
before, people didn't even see it, sight unseen, no
Yeah.
inspection, waive everything. I need this house, and it's such a drastic shift. But in the reality, like again, kind of bringing it back to how many times did we say to buyers and sellers, list, list, list? You know, you're going to miss that window. You're going to miss
Yeah.
that opportunity of that type of market. And now that shift has come. And this is what the sellers, you know, for maybe holding out and not listing at that point. Now they're in a more quote unquote normal market where you don't have this like feeding frenzy to get your offer accepted.
Right. One thing we also noticed, besides what Annalise say, I personally, one of our listings, we have four couples. They come back twice, so that house gives me so much work. I have to, accommodate them, and
Right,
property with tenants is very difficult. So the
right.
other thing we noticed that is, it shows a lot now is like inspections. Everybody's asking for inspections. Nobody's waiving the inspections anymore. So I think that's a big change for the last few years.
100%. The amount of effort from a listing agent side of work that you're having to do for every single transaction is probably double or triple because again, more showings, more inspections, more open houses potentially. All those things add up, add up. And from a contract perspective and an attorney side, we usually don't see the transaction until that accepted offer has happened. But more and more, we are seeing, unfortunately, transactions terminate as a result of inspections, which we again didn't see for, I think, during COVID years, I don't think I had one deal fall apart because between acceptance of offer and closing because there were no contingencies for inspections. So
Yep.
it definitely is. It also shines a different light on back then, like, wow, how many deals closed without those things that potentially, if they would have had the inspection, they would have terminated. So it's an interesting perspective shift for
Yeah,
sure.
I think for our end, for as listing agents, I think we have to do a little more due diligence and the aspect of see the market and understand the market where the property is located. Because in some cases, I noticed you have to, if you have say, for example, a CMA done like 2, 3 weeks ago, now the CMA is useless because market shift.
Yeah.
So every listing you have to probably average go down like 10% of what your price will be like a month ago or something. It's just a little crazy.
I
So
think I think if this does come to fruition, like this rate drop that they're talking about, I think if that does come to fruition, you will see like it go pump back up. I feel like that is going to be the case because buyers are going to feel that they don't want to miss this opportunity. Like they missed last opportunity, I don't want to miss this opportunity, and we may get back to that like rush to get whatever's on the market versus waiting around.
I think a lot of people still thinking that we're gonna get a interest rate like in the 3%. That's not gonna happen. So I keep telling people, but they believe in their own idea that they saw in TikTok and they
Yeah.
believe what they say. But the reality is different. I think we're lucky if we got to fives or lower sixes or something like that.
Which
I don't know.
still opens up a different finance, like a different buyer pool, even that little adjustment down. So hopefully it happens. And also from our perspective, refinances and that sort of thing, we'll see a lot more. I've already seen a couple come through more than I had in the past. So it's definitely changing a little bit. But so what are you thinking for the next, 6 months on the horizon? What are you expecting for the Boston area?
Annalie?
Oh, uh, so what I actually think that we're going to see is we're going to see a substantial amount of inventory.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that people gonna have to make a big adjustment knowing that 30, 60 days is not uncommon anymore to sit on the market. Um, and I think we're gonna see a big change in the prices. I
Mm-hmm.
do think we're going to see a big change in prices because I think it is taking sellers such a long time to adjust, as well as, agents and realtors out there that's going to have to sacrifice in knowing and understanding that you have to price it right.
Yeah.
It's a crucial matter that people need to be aware of.
Yeah.
Because I think if you're over promising, and under deliver. It's, that's the hardest part right now, I think is what we're gonna see
Yeah.
from the
I
people.
agree. I think definitely a buyer's market now, and it will be even better buyer's market in the next few months. Like we always saying, we're using this excuse in the winter time is usually a good time to buy. I think this winter time is going to be an excellent time to buy because if you add up all these situations plus the winter and all that, I think buyers going to have a great position and a great opportunity is going to come out for them. So.
I agree.
I think they should get online and just wait and see what happens, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to be in a situation where you're going to miss this opportunity come next year when rates go back up, perhaps. But this is great. I think it's always important to kind of reflect on what's been going on and kind of set the expectation for all the viewers out there of what the market's like right now. It's different. It's different than it was even 2 months ago. So definitely reach out to Annalie and Ricky for that information so they can talk you through it, get you through that sort of expectation setting, and hopefully we see some more great inventory on this amazing team in the next couple of months.
Absolutely. This is a perfect time to you guys got in touch with us and we can try to guide you the best way we can and try to guide you in a house as soon as as possible.
Exactly. And we have a list of some awesome topics that we're going to cover in the next couple of months. So stay tuned for the next episodes, but great to see you both.
Thank you.
Same here.
Thanks.